Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. Okay, this just came in, and I wanted to discuss this one real brief. I know I'm supposed to be going live later on. Yes, I will be going live later on, but we're having a double-decker today. All right, so we're going to get into this one. This is insane. Woman ended terminally ill husband in AdventHealth Daytona Beach at the hospital. Okay, so what I'm getting from, look, I'm just knowing just as much as y'all guys are, so, ladies and gentlemen, work with me. And matter of fact, make sure you hit the like, share the video out with others on your social media, and also share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Tell me what do you think, and did you hear about this, and are you in this area? Okay, so if I write about this woman, she's about like 70-something years old, 77. I think her husband was 77. So I guess he was suffering. He was terminally ill. They discussed it for a couple of weeks about ending his life if he doesn't get no better. And she did. She shot him. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to show a clip here. I'm going to show some clips. And I'm going to show a news clip, and I'm going to also show a press conference. So we're going to watch it. This is insane. This is insane. But then anyway, it's just so sad because, but I didn't hear, they didn't say like how long they was married. I was curious how long they was married, but oh well, look, let's just watch this clip and then we get into it. All right. And then you can tell me, share your thoughts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it.
Developing tonight, police around AdventHealth in Daytona Beach today after they say a woman shot and killed her terminally ill husband and then refused to come out. This happened at the facility in Daytona Beach along Williamson Boulevard. Investigators tell us the couple planned this out weeks in advance. News 6's Emily McLeod is there with the latest.
She killed him and then she was going to turn the gun on herself, but decided she couldn't go through with it.
Police say 76-year-old Ellen Gilland shot her terminally ill husband, 77-year-old Jerry Gilland, in the head at AdventHealth Hospital in Daytona Beach on Saturday. Daytona Beach Police Chief Jakari Young says the couple had been planning this for about 3 weeks.
This is obviously, it's a tough situation. So her husband's terminally ill, so she was already in a depressed state just based on her husband being terminally ill and knowing that the end was near.
Young says if Gilland's husband kept taking turns, he wanted his wife to end it. Initially, it was supposed to be a murder-suicide, but Chief Young says Gilland couldn't go through with it.
The goal was for him to do it, but he did not have the strength, so she had to carry it out for him.
Police say they got the call at around 11:35 a.m. on Saturday in reference to someone being shot on the 11th floor. And while it was a sad and trying day, Chief Young says his teams worked together to get Gilland into custody and to help with evacuations.
We were able to establish a dialogue with her. We used the distractionary device to get her to put that gun down long enough for us to hit her with less lethal and get her into custody.
After 2.5 hours of negotiations, Young says the SWAT team used a flashbang to distract Gilland to get her to put down the gun. Police also had to help evacuate patients in surrounding rooms on the 11th floor, which Young says was a challenge.
This was somewhat of a logistical nightmare, which is why, again, I'm very, very proud of my team, because that 11th floor is made up of terminally ill patients. So pretty much all the patients on that floor are on ventilators. So they don't have room, they didn't have the room to evacuate that entire floor. So they evacuated the rooms where it was most important to get them out of the way.
Police say no other medical staff or patients were harmed. Chief Young says Gilland could face a first-degree murder charge. In Daytona Beach, I'm Emily McLeod, getting results, News 6.
And tonight we are hearing from officials at AdventHealth. They say their facility is now open for visitors and, quote, they are grateful to the Daytona Beach Police Department for helping ensure the safety of our patients, team members.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show another clip. All right, we're going to see the longer version of the press conference. Excuse me. This is insane. This is insane. Okay, Melanie. Hey, girl, glad to have you here. You said, does Florida have an assisted SU? I don't know what the SU means. If you could repeat that again so I can answer your question. And BG in the house. Mod on deck. Blessings to you, girl. Yeah, I know I'm doing a double decker. This is crazy. When I just heard about this, I was like, whoa. And I see her. Look, BG. Look. Shot her husband. She shot him. He was terminally ill. Then she punked out. She couldn't kill herself. I don't know. This is so sad. I don't even know how to take this. All right. But I know one thing. I'm going to show another clip. And Lisa, blessings to you. All right. Give me a second here so I can share another one. All right, let's hear the longer version of the press conference, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. What my girl said, Melly said, self-delete. I think the tubes have an issue with the S word. Oh, yeah, you're right. Why is that? I don't understand. The news reporter is able to do it. What's the difference? Okay, as long as you're not forcing somebody, but you're right. But thank you for respecting that. Thank you. All right. Now let's get into this clip. Ladies and gentlemen. Make sure everybody hit the like button. Hit the like.
Early this morning at approximately 11:35 a.m., our officers responded to Advent Medical Center located at 301 Medical Memorial Parkway in Daytona Beach in reference to a person shot. Upon arrival, our officers were directed to the 11th floor where they encountered an elderly female who had apparently shot her terminally ill husband. I'm very, very proud of my officers and how they responded to this situation. My hostage negotiators were able to establish a dialogue with the wife, and that dialogue lasted until approximately 3 p.m., where we were finally able to take her into custody. So again, I'm actually proud of all the first responders that responded to this very tragic and unfortunate incident, because this was truly an example of how we should do it, how we should work together as far as overall incident command. So it was truly, it was a very trying day for us, but I'm proud of everybody from the SWAT team, the hostage negotiation team, all the medics, FD, and just the overall communication couldn't have been better. So at this time, I will open it up for questions.
Chief, did she say why she did it?
Yes, so apparently because he was terminally ill, they had a conversation about it, and they actually planned this approximately 3 weeks ago, that if he continued to take a turn for the worse, that he wanted her to end this. So obviously we're unsure how she brought that gun into the hospital, but this was planned.
Is there anything that detects weapons heading into the hospital at the hospital entrance?
Not to my knowledge. That would be a better question for hospital staff. I'm pretty sure they'll be releasing a statement at some point in reference to the logistics of security and what they have set up at the hospital.
Was she going to do anything to herself, or was she?
She thought about it. So initially, I think the plan was a murder-suicide. So she killed him, and then she was going to turn the gun on herself, but decided she couldn't go through with it. So we were able to establish a dialogue with.
This is insane. So they discussed this a few weeks ago to shoot, and she was going to shoot herself, and then she shoots him in the hospital. But he was basically too weak to pick up the gun to shoot himself. It's just, I don't know. Something about this just really don't add up. Okay, let's get back to it.
Her, we used the distractionary device to get her to put that gun down long enough for us to hit her with less lethal and get her into custody.
What types of charges could she be facing?
She's going to be she could be facing a first-degree murder charge.
Where is she now?
She is now in custody here. So we were able to get her into custody, and we brought her back here. So we have her in custody here.
She's not charged yet?
Well, they're working on the paperwork. She will be charged, but that's why she's here now, and they're working on the paperwork. So she will be transported to the Volusia County Branch Jail from here.
Is her husband dead?
Yes.
Where was he shot?
I believe he was shot in the head.
Does she seem okay? Does she seem sad?
She's very sad. This is obviously, it's a tough situation. So her husband's terminally ill, so she was already in a depressed state just based on her husband being terminally ill and knowing that the end was near.
Chief, you said
I see my diva just popped up in here. Raining woman, hugs and kisses to you, and Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. All that good stuff, and blessings. Now Melly said something. She said, "Can't imagine 76-year-old going to prison because that's where she's going. Is going to happen to her." Yeah, this is what's killing me. I mean, like everything that's happening. You did this. You gonna go to prison? If you think it was hard dealing with your husband being terminally ill, you going to prison. They don't care about your age up in prison. I don't know. It's just something more about this story. I don't get it, Melly. I don't get it. I really just don't get it. And happy Sunday to everybody and blessings. Yes, I'm still going live later to talk about that dusty low life and stuff. But this just came up as breaking news. And I was like, oh, I got to discuss this. I have to discuss this and hear what y'all have to say about it. All right. And BG said maybe she needed his life insurance payout. Never know. Could be. She just wanted the money. Didn't want to be bothered with him being sick. You know, you just never know. Good afternoon. Yes, this afternoon. Good afternoon, Art. All right, and what else? BG says, welcome. Oh yes, welcome. Everybody, make sure you hit that like. All right, Melly says exactly. But what if she has dementia? Oh, you a little deep think over here, Melly. You never know. Could be that. She might get off on this one. Look at her. Look at her. I was trying to see if I could find this clip when she was in court. This is crazy. All right, let's get back to it.
she was elderly. How old is she?
So my victim, his name is Jerry Gilland. He was 77 years of age, and I don't know how long he was a patient there at Advent. And his wife, Ellen, was 76 years of age, both residents of New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Can you spell that for us?
I will have my PIO get you all this information.
How many people did they have to evacuate from the hospital so you guys could do?
I don't have that specific number. They had to evacuate the surrounding rooms. This was somewhat of a logistical nightmare, which is why, again, I'm very, very proud of my team, because that 11th floor is made up of terminal patients. So pretty much all the patients on that floor are on ventilators. So they don't have room. They didn't have the room to evacuate that entire floor. So they evacuated the rooms where it was most important to get them out of the way.
Did they just put them on another floor?
Some were relocated to another floor, yes.
Did the wife say that the husband knew what was going to happen today? I mean, was this something they planned to happen today, or they were planning for it to happen, but not a specific day?
From what I was told, he was aware of it. Apparently, the goal was for him to do it, but he did not have the strength. So she had to carry it out for him.
Do you know if they recorded any of this, or?
Not that I'm aware of.
It just doesn't add up, ladies and gentlemen. This story really just doesn't add up. All right, he didn't have the strength to do it, but she backed out and didn't kill herself. Not saying she should. No, nobody get me wrong. This shouldn't even happen at all. Just something about this. I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, let's get back to it. Resume.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Was there any medical team from AdventHealth in the room, near the room, at the time that this happened?
That I don't know. I'm
Okay, Melanie said something. I'm sorry, but I keep pausing. All right, Melanie said, I Googled. Florida does not have physician's assistant self-deletion. Oh. Interesting. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for sharing that.
I'm pretty sure, obviously, they're the ones that called us. So at some point, they responded there, realized what had just took place. So they backed out and called us.
Chief, is the hospital back to normal operations?
They're on their way to being back to normal operations. We leave that up to the medical staff as far as how they want to start receiving patients again. So I think once we clear out, then they're in that process now of restoring order and starting to receive patients again.
And she shot him just one time, just once in the...
Yes.
Have you seen anything like this happen before with a...
Yep, she shot him one time. I believe they said one of the news reports shot him one time right in the head. God. Oh. All right, resume.
Murder-suicide, like somebody dealing with an illness, and any message to people who are maybe struggling with the long-term...
Unfortunately, we see this quite often, especially around the holidays, because the holidays are generally depressing times for folks. So yes, we've seen this before. And the only advice I could give would be to, do their best to seek help if they're having thoughts, surround themselves with family. But that's probably the best advice that I can give. It's a tragic circumstance because it just shows that none of us are immune from the trials and tribulations of life.
Chief, do we know what happened in the minutes after that shooting? We heard that she was in a broom closet or something like that. Did members of staff from the hospital try to intervene? Was she chased? Did she just run? Do you have any idea? How
There was no chase. Everything was confined to that room. Everything was confined to the room. Even after the initial shooting, she never tried to get up and leave. So everything was confined to the room. At no time were any of the hospital staff threatened or any other patients.
You said distractionary tactics and less lethal.
It's called a flashbang that the SWAT team uses. They use it. It just makes a loud noise. It's like I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. So they threw in a flashbang to distract her, and luckily it worked, and they were able to get her into custody.
And less lethal was a beanbag?
Beanbag, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was she threatening for people that if they were to come in that she would cause more harm? Is that why those tactics were used? Or?
Well, she never put the gun down, so she never specifically made a threat that she was going to shoot any of us, but she never put the gun down, so we would have to assume that, if we were to rush in there or we didn't effectively communicate, that it could have turned into a shootout situation.
I'm just trying to understand why this happened at the hospital. Like what?
He was already a patient at the hospital. He was terminally ill.
And so he...
Where did she get the gun from? Or did her husband already have a gun up in the house? Where did she get the gun from? So many questions. It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'd like to know, how long were they married? Do they have children? What does the kids got to say? Mom, you shot Daddy. What the heck? You can't make these decisions like that. If he don't want to live no longer, let him do it on his own. You can't do that. I don't know. But there's some couples, they've been married for so many years late. I'll hold my thoughts. Let's go back. It's almost done with this press conference, and I'll share my thoughts.
Staying there for a while.
Yes.
Okay, how long had he been?
I don't know. That's a question for Advent staff.
Will they go back and, will you go back and investigate, how could she get the gun in there? Do they not have any kind of security checks, anything?
To a certain point, yes. We will go back, and those are conversations that will be had in the days to come.
What type of gun was it? Do we know?
I don't remember the specific caliber of it. But there was a term that I was looking, that I couldn't find the term, but it is unified command. That is the greatest example of unified command as far as what took place, as far as everybody working together. That is what
I'm not sure if police know this. Was it a shared hospital room? Was it just him in that room?
It was just him in the room.
Are there police normally stationed at the hospital?
No.
Can you give any information about what illness he was?
Nope. I cannot give that information, nor do I have it.
I didn't get the police chief name, but he is a cutie pie. Lord have mercy. All right, now let's get into this, right? This just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. I just don't get it. And like I said, Melanie agrees with me. What did Melanie say? Melanie agrees with me. You know, yes, let him do it himself. You can't do this. They're going to put you in jail. What are you going to do at 70-something years old? I know you got to be having some aches and pains and all that kind of stuff. Eyesight not going too well. Look at her. Look at her. You could tell. Look at her. Look at her. Look, look, look. You think she can handle jail? With these crazy, deranged psychopaths, narcissists, sociopaths, that people in there for life, they don't care. So what else they got to do but start drama? Oh my gosh, this is insane. All right, let me go back to the comments. All right, BG says, and Rainy Woman, where are you, gorgeous? Where are you? All right, BG says, if she says it was an accident and the gun went off in her purse, she'll be paid double immunity and for accidents. Oh, you never know, right? Never know where it's gonna go. Alrighty. Melly said to Art, I agree. This will be sad and interesting at the same time, but there is a lot missing right now. There is too much missing. Too much. Just doesn't add up. Oh, there she goes. There go Rainy Woman. Okay. And I was thinking about you too, Rainy Woman. Melly says, and would a loving husband really want his wife to get locked? You know, that's something to think about. If he loved her, would he take the chance? I don't see husbands, men, strong men. They don't want to put their wives in a situation like that. That just doesn't make sense. I didn't even think about that. That's good, Melly. It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. There she go. And another diva up in the house, too. We have Black Lady Jane. And hugs and kisses to you. Girl, did you hear about this? And thank you for that beautiful comment. Thank you. I will reply back. I will be replying back. Lady Jane, did you hear about this one? Did you just hear about this? Look, Lady Jane, you just came in, right? Let me give you a brief. You know what? Let me just play the news clip again. All right. Just in case anybody's coming in here late. We got a little time. I said I didn't want to go past 30 minutes. Because I don't want to hold y'all up forever. Because I'm going to go live later on with that Dusty. Oh, yeah, that Dusty Lowlife. We're going to get into another one of his former girlfriends. Okay. All right, I'm going to show that news clip again. Just give me a second here. All right, where am I? Well, maybe I got another news clip I can show. Let me see. Is that the news clip I showed?
This 76-year-old.
All right, let's show this news clip. All right, I got another news clip for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch this one, and then I'll get back into the comments. All right, let's watch this one, just in case anybody came in here late, so you can kind of catch up and see what's happening. All right, let's get it.
This 76-year-old woman, who you're about to see right here, is in police custody tonight facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's after police say that she shot and killed her own terminally ill husband at AdventHealth Hospital in Daytona Beach. Police say that Ellen Gilland shot 77-year-old Jerry Gilland as part of what was supposed to be a murder-suicide pact. West 2's Haley Krumholm walks us through the weeks leading up to the shooting and what happened next.
It took hostage negotiators hours, and ultimately police say Gilland did not put the gun down, so they had to resort to using a distraction device, a flashbang, and hitting her with a beanbag. Daytona Beach police got the call around 11:30 for someone shot on the 11th floor of AdventHealth.
Obviously, we're unsure how she brought that gun into the hospital, but this was planned.
Police Chief Jakari Young says because the husband, Jerry Gilland, was terminally ill, he and his wife, Ellen, made a pact about 3 weeks ago to go through with the murder-suicide if Jerry continued to take a turn for the worse.
Apparently, the goal was for him to do it, but he did not have the strength, so she had to carry it out for him.
Hostage negotiators spoke with Ellen Gilland for hours as neighboring rooms on the 11th floor were cleared.
This was somewhat of a logistical nightmare, which is why, again, I'm very, very proud of my team, because that 11th floor is made up of terminally ill patients. So pretty much all the patients on that floor are on ventilators.
He says they didn't have room to evacuate the entire floor, but says Gilland never left the room where the shooting happened. Chief Young says she never threatened to shoot any officers, but she never put the gun down.
So we would have to assume that, you know, if we were to rush in there or we didn't effectively communicate, that it could have turned into a shootout situation.
So they had to use a device to distract her, so she dropped the gun.
It's called a flash bang. That's what they use it. It just makes a loud noise. It's like a, you know, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. So they threw in a flash bang to distract her, and luckily it worked.
They also hit Gilland with a beanbag, and she was ultimately taken into custody. Gilland was taken to the Daytona Beach Police Department after she was taken into custody around 3 p.m. before she was set to be transferred to the Volusia County Jail. In Daytona Beach, Haley Crumpleholm, West 2 News.
Tonight, we're still working to determine if the hospital did have metal detectors and how that woman may have gotten a gun into her husband's hospital room. Meanwhile, AdventHealth has responded tonight to this statement saying, quote, "We're devastated by the tragedy that unfolded at the AdventHealth Daytona Beach campus. Our prayers are with those impacted, and we are grateful for the Daytona Beach Police Department in helping ensure the safety of our patients, team members, and visitors."
Okay, now I'm back here. All right, let me go into the comments. All right, where was I at? Okay, let me go back to some. Melanie said, a 76-year-old man in the generation of is the generation of real men. Exactly, that doesn't add up. That doesn't add up. Yeah, real men. These older men. That's why I like the older men. I always did. I always like older. You know what I mean? Real, I just don't see that this is possible. Something just doesn't add up, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. All right, let it. All right, what else? BG said. Oh, welcome everybody. Thank you everybody for hitting the like. Thank you for hitting the like and engaging. All right. So Black Lady Jane, did I give you a little more clarity? So basically, this woman's like 70-something years old. Her husband is dying in the hospital, terminally ill. They've been planning for a couple of weeks. Look. Just shoot me, kill me if nothing gets better. And she was going to kill herself. But Lady Jane, she backed out. She didn't kill herself. But she shot him in the head. And he's gone, but she's alive. Just doesn't add up, right, Lady Jane? Something about it just doesn't add up. All right. BG said she's calling her insurance company. I'm done. I can't with you, BG. I can't. All right. Money. Yeah, it just doesn't add up. Something about it really just doesn't add up. I just don't get it. Yeah, because why? I don't see a husband will want to put her in that predicament like that. What she's going to do in jail? You got to clean. You got to do things. I mean, when you're at that age, you just want to lay back in bed and just relax. You know, all those aches and pains and stuff. You know, you go to those senior workouts. What do they call silver sneakers? When they get older, they do the silver sneaker workout. You know, stuff like that. All right, what Lady Jane said. She said, see, this is weird. Where'd she get the gun from? What about you got kids? How your kids gonna feel about it? Mommy, you shot daddy like this. I know he's in pain, but who are you to do this? So you mean you shoot us too? We in pain? We dying? I don't know. Something strange about this. Something strange. Oh, the people that's coming, make sure you hit the like and everything. But I'm about to end this, so you can always rewind it and catch the rewind this so you can see what's happening and stuff like that. Because this is kind of like last minute's breaking news. And I don't want to hold you off forever because I have to work out. I got to cook dinner for the family and all that good stuff before tonight's live stream. I got to get that out the way. But this is insane. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this. Well, honey, you're going to go to jail. And I don't know what you're going to do in there. Look at her eyes. She got those bags coming down her eyes. I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of hard for people to see. You know, when you get older, sometimes that happens to your eyes. You can get surgery. They'll cut like the flap, the hanging piece, and kind of lift up your eyes so your eyes look a little bit more alert, but so you can see. This is crazy. I don't know what to say. All right, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything before I end this? Because I'm just about done here. You know, save energy for later for this piece of crap right here. Yeah, we're going to get back into you piece of crap. Your former girlfriend in the ATM. I won't say too much. Hopefully y'all can come later. If not, you can always feel free to watch the replay. All right, let me go to the last of the comments. I'm going to let y'all go because I'm past 30 minutes. All righty. Okay. Got my purple hearts. All right. Black Lady Jane says, not sure I believe her. Thanks for bringing me up to speed. You're so welcome, girl. You're so welcome. And Melanie says, can't get that surgery in the big house. Melly got jokes. I should be laughing, but you got jokes. Oh my God. You do surgery like that, honey? You're not getting it. You're not, okay? You're not getting that. All right. Accidents pay double. Oh, I see what BG headed to. Okay. Oh, it says 2-0. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Last minute thing. Hopefully I get to see you later. If you can't, I understand. You can always watch the replays. You know what I'm saying? You can always watch it. But everybody had this as a blessed one and a safe one. If I don't see you, have yourself a great work week and all of that good stuff. And I'll be back on again at 8 o'clock tonight, hopefully, p.m. Eastern time. Stay safe, everyone. And remember, date smart, not thirsty.